Turn on the main power switch. Click the Home button. Point tools. Key point to select flat tools. Check if the grinding wheel motor is at 0 point. Adjust the axis selection handle to the Z-axis. Press the Set button. Rotate the handle to 0 point. Click on the number on the Z-axis grinding wheel on the screen. Password 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Press Enter key to enter 0 for confirmation. Set the 0 point of the grinding wheel. 2. Input the number of saw blade teeth. Grinding frequency. Saw blade tooth shape. Grind the inner teeth. Click on the inner tooth. Grind the outer teeth. Click on the outer teeth. Factory set position of internal tooth 15. Position of outer teeth 33. 2. Flat tooth internal angle grinding. 1. Select a flat tooth from the point opening tooth profile. Set the forward position of the grinding wheel based on the length of the serrations. Root setting normally -15. If the tooth length exceeds 15, set it according to the actual size plus 2 mm. Click on the Z-axis setting to position the tooth root to the Y-axis position, and press X to return. Point the tooth root positioning to advance the grinding wheel to the designated position, and select a suitable saw blade wash. Install the saw blade and adjust it to the edge of the grinding wheel. The grinding wheel needs to cross the serrations to the root of the serrations. Loosen the screw and rotate the workbench to make the saw blade and grinding wheel parallel and close tightly. Tighten all screws on the workbench and secure the saw blade. Manually rotate the grinding wheel to test the friction force. Adjust the handle to the Z-axis to adjust the friction force to a moderate level. Adjust the toothed cylinder above the support point of the saw blade and press the teeth tightly against the saw blade. Click on the screen lock and press the Start button to start working. 3. Left and right teeth grinding. Click on the tooth profile and select the left and right teeth. Select the number of saw blade teeth and the number of grinding times. Choose inner or outer teeth. Select the point to open the left and right tooth roots and set it to -15. Click on the left tooth setting and input the saw blade angle. Left tooth is positive and right tooth is negative. Click X to return to the main interface. Click on the tooth root positioning to advance the saw blade to -15. Loosen the screw to adjust the saw blade to the grinding wheel and enter the bottom of the saw blade. Pay attention to grinding the left and right teeth. Starting from the left teeth, loosen the screw on the workbench handle to adjust the saw blade to be parallel and tightly against the grinding wheel. Lock all screws and clamp the saw blade. Adjust the axis selection handle to the X-axis and press the left button tightly. Rotate the hand wheel to remove the grinding wheel from the saw blade. Click on the left and right teeth and click on the angle of the grinding wheel to swing it to the right. Select the gear to move the grinding wheel to the right gear. Select the X-axis of the handle to move the grinding wheel into the bottom of the saw blade head. Simultaneously adjust the Y-axis to place the grinding wheel against the right tooth surface of the saw blade and click on the right tooth setting. Adjust the Y-axis of the hand wheel to adjust the grinding wheel to the outside of the serration and then point the teeth. Press the saw blade tightly and then click on the screen to lock it before starting the machine. 4. Grinding of left and right external teeth. Flip the grinding wheel to make the grinding surface outward. Select left and right teeth. Select external teeth. Choose the number of teeth and number of grinding cycles. Click on the left and right teeth to input the tooth root -15. Input the left and right degrees of the outer corner of the saw blade. Click on X to return to the home page. Click on the tooth root positioning to advance the saw blade to the vertex. Move the saw blade so that the back corner of the saw teeth is parallel to the grinding wheel. Move the workbench so that the edge of the grinding wheel passes over the serrated edge. Lock the handle screws and tighten the saw blade. Click on the left and right teeth to select the left tooth setting, adjusting the hand wheel to the y-axis. Rotate the handle counterclockwise to keep the grinding wheel 5 to 8 mm away from the saw blade. Click on the right side of the grinding wheel to rotate it to the right tooth position and click on the gear input. Adjust the grinding wheel with the hand wheel to be close to the right tooth. Click on the right tooth setting. Adjust the y-axis of the hand wheel to allow the grinding wheel to be about 5 to 8 mm away from the saw blade and click to feed the teeth. Click to compress the saw blade, then click on the screen to lock it, and finally start the machine to work. Five. Grinding of ladder flat tooth saw blades. Click on the tooth shape, select the number of input teeth and the number of grinding times for the ladder flat teeth. Point ladder flat tooth. Set tooth root position. Press saw blade to return to the home page. 45 degrees to the left. Right -45 degrees. Press X to return to the home page. Point tooth root positioning. The grinding wheel advances to the vertex. Install the saw blade so that the flat teeth are against the grinding wheel. Make the edge of the grinding wheel pass over the serrated edge, locking the workbench and saw blade. Click on the flat tooth of the ladder. Click on the ladder tooth setting. Adjust the control handle to the y-axis. Rotate the handle counterclockwise. Move the grinding wheel outwards 7 to 10 mm away from the saw blade. Click on the left wheel to swing the wheel 45 degrees to the left. Move the y-axis so that the grinding wheel rests against the serrations. After clicking on the left tooth setting, retract the y-axis of the grinding wheel. Click on the right side of the grinding wheel to swing it 45 degrees to the right tooth. Move the y-axis to make the grinding wheel close to the right tooth. Click on the right tooth setting. Adjust the y-axis with the hand wheel to retract the grinding wheel by 2 mm. Click on the grinding wheel angle to be flat. Then, click on the tooth feet. Move the grinding wheel against the top plane of the saw blade. Click on the plane settings. Then move the y-axis to move the grinding wheel away from the serrations and click on the tooth feed button. Click on X to return to the home page. Press the saw blade to lock the screen and start working. 6 Details Introduction 1. Overall offset key. It is the overall feed and retreat key of the grinding wheel. Grinding the inner teeth to the right represents retreat, and to the left represents advance. Input unit 1 represents 1 mm, 0.1 represents 10 threads, 0.01 represents a trace. Press the confirm key to input. Click on the y-axis below the tooth shape. It is a separate tool compensation for each tooth surface. 3. Press the pause button after the screen is locked. Press the start button again to debug each action. Click and walk. Press the emergency stop button after debugging the standard. 0. The current number of teeth. Press the screen lock and then press the start button to start working. 4. After adjusting each tooth profile, both have memory functions without the need for repeated debugging. Click on the root of the tooth to position it against the tooth surface. Lock screen to start working.